worried about the counters of Fanny. Question is it just overthinking? Are they overthinking right now?
I think so. There's a Hilda already. We haven't seen it flex to XP, but if there's a team to flex it to XP, it probably is TL. And they got Aran. That guy's the guy who brought Hilda XP season 14, so...
Exactly.
Maybe good read. Maybe good read here, right? It's just a prevention. You never know. You never know with TLID. They're kind of zany with it, man.
So in this case, would you go for something safe still, like the Fredrin first? Or do you want to go for something wild, like a Harley maybe?
Oh,
I think at this point you've got to set up for your XP lane. Yeah, have a good matchup there for the last pick. So yeah, I think picking up a jungler is the safer option. They don't go for the Fredrin, however, just because, again, they have a Moskov now, and it's a juice in, right? So it's a late for the XP. Man, this is where it's tough, right? TLID, really good move. Because if they showed their XP...
Sora.
But then the Valen comes out for TLID, that's why.
But Jushin, oh, XP.
Yeah. That's why they go for the glue instead in the XP. They go for Claude, by the way. Now, I'm not too sure about the Claude, because now the Sora can come through for TLID. And Sora is notoriously pretty annoying to deal with when you're on Claude, because your ultimate can get cancelled out by the knockups. The constant knockups, a lot of knockups in your kit for Sora. I don't mind it at all. If TLID go for Sora, it'll be great. If they go for something else, like, hey, Fovia? Oh, it's bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think Sora.
Imagine the composition, though. All 5 heroes of EVOS can definitely dive on you with the Claude and Goo locked in. So I think they just want to brawl it out, and TLID says yes to, yeah, let's fight. We'll bring out the Yuzong. We can create parameters, but we'll still be strong team fight-wise, especially Turtle 1.
There's not a lot of tools, yeah, though, for TLID, because they picked up Yuzong.
I think they have a lot of tools, actually. Like, this is almost guaranteed Turtle every single time. The Fanny's not going to be able to contest at all against a Yuzong. That Yuzong pick is actually very, very good for the Turtles. So, I'm expecting TLID to actually win the early game here.
If they can manage and execute it properly.
Yeah, but I actually agree with the lineup rating from maybe not 10.0, but I am leaning towards TL over EVOS.
All right, let's see. Both blues. TLID on one side, we have EVOS on the other. Once again, both coming off of wins. Momentum is on their favor. Whose win streak will break first? Ladies and gentlemen, as we head over into the Land of Dawn for game number 1.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
And I'm excited. Keep in mind that Egatizi is debuting his MPL stage today. We saw his fellow brethren, BTR MPL brethren earlier, 4 of them. With his performance here, that makes it 5 members of Bigatron, technically.
And man, for EVOS, the CC that they have is kind of conditional. Oh my god!
We talked about this early aggression of EVOS. Now, with Albert picking up that first blood, it shows signs of TLID, but they do not want to give it for free. They will find a trade. Both roamers down and out.
Yeah, should be good trade from EVOS, you know, utilizing the kill pressure that the Fanny can have in the early game. But of course, a Jushin in the mid lane also means that a trade is imminent, especially for the frontliners. Let's take a look at the emblems now.
Yeah, I love this adjustment by Erlan here. Emblem by Bayu. Erlan went for the fighter emblem with Festival of Blood. Knows that this matchup isn't really the best, and there is a lot of kill pressure later on in the game too. That's why he went for the Purify. A lot of CC from TLID. Everything else seems to be quite standard though. Doesn't really look like there's anything too crazy. Again though, our prediction first.
By Goke.
Unanimous.
Yeah, you're right. Unanimous. All for EVOS, even on the Indonesian desk, English desk as well.
Wow.
Split 2-1s, but all for EVOS today.
We're also fams.
I'm so fam right now.
I'm a beast tiger.
I'm a beast tiger. Hey, Aran gets the XP crab. This is great again. This is already going to be very... Oh, what happened to Kevin? Why is he so low?
Hey,
don't go for it. Wait.
Still has a steed though, so definitely can recover here for that first. It'll take Egatizi though. Posturing, looking for the taunt, finds it. Leone taken down again. Now, it will be a 5v4. Moskov is in the area if he wants to go in. Seems like he will delay Luke under the turret, taking a couple of turret hits, and that will be enough with Grishol taking him down. It's a reset. Turtle 1 is still up.
I think that's a good clapback from TL, right? Really good initiation coming from EVOS, but TLID was able to get something. Albert, though, aggressively invading the jungle. I think not the best of situations for him to look for a steal onto the orange, so he does refer back to his own instead.
I really think it's still a mistake. Like TLID, these... I don't know if I'm mistaken, but turtle number 1 should really just be free for TLID. It's a Leo Mord and a Yu Zhong against a Fanny. It's a Juicin and Hilda. They have Prio mid, they have Prio top. You saw earlier, Aran got level 4 first, but Kevin was low, but he had regen. And he regen, but then he went straight to orange.
Albert is so confident. Almost a level ahead here for this jungler. Ladies and gentlemen, Turtle 1 is still up. So, yeah, it's still very even Stevens here. But you mentioned TLID should be getting, I don't know. Aran still no Black Dragon form here. Still waiting on that cooldown, perhaps.
Oh, wait. I gotta go on back to replay. I think the reason they didn't... No, okay, he has the ult. I thought he mistapped his, level up skill.
Oh, yeah.
But that would make sense then as to why they don't go turtle. But no, he has the Black Dragon form. He had it all the way. Why are TLID so afraid to utilize their comp like this? Like, this is beneficial for the assassin. Fanny is much more mobile. He can go and clear. He can go and soak in, as much XP and gold and poke people.
Trying to bait out a Black Dragon form top. They managed to do so. Luke now will be abused. That will be a kill again. Luke taken down twice. Should open up for the turtle here, TLID. Egatizi though might look for an opening to find a cheeky steal. Leone very low. Oh, Egatizi with the revitalize holding on. But that will be the turtle for TLID as the AOT used up defensively. Tricky looking to find an angle to survive barely. But Albert, finds it smart. That's gonna be a kill for TL.
Beautiful spear by Kyo there. Luckily for TLID, despite the hesitation or the passiveness of that early game, they were still able to secure that first turtle of the game, and they get a kill over to Kyo. Drichel also played that quite aggressively. Very similar to yesterday, I believe. He was on the Zushin as well, and I think he got the MVP on the Jushin. Got a double check on that, but here it is. The item check for the first 5 minutes.
Corrosion side straight. He wants to participate in the fights, man. And for Airline, it's the DHS first. Usually when you want to be more active, you go for the Corrosion side first. If you want to be more, safe, play in lane, you go for DHS, right? Like, just for sustain. But in this position, he's in a winning matchup, so understandable. Kevin, really good BMI placement there. That could have been really bad for Airline.
But either way, they still lose the turret in the bottom side of the map. Do they go for a swap at this point, or do they stick to the lane?
I think right now for Airline, he needs to stick here, right? Maybe he rotates before the turtle spawns.
Oh, Leone seems like to be the main target. That's a stun, that's a taunt. Egatizi finds it smart there. Leone, 0-3-1. But that, I think, TLID, they can afford that loss.
Kevin gets stunned up. Should be fine. Still able to get out. Still holding on to that 1,700 gold lead. More turrets, more neutral objectives. The next one spawns in 10 seconds. How do we expect this one to go?
I think it should be similar. It really should just be TLID who have the advantage. I don't think they've been playing the way they should, but it's been working, so hey. Whatevs. But it's EVOS who blitz it.
Oh, Kevin, level 9. Albert will find the retribution calmly. TLID though, they want to fight. Egatizi isolated in front. AOG cancelled. And that's gonna be Leone taken down first. Now technically it's a 5v4.
Luke.
As Luke will flicker out the way. That's a great knockup by Drichel. Will they have enough damage though? The answer is yes. TLID will find a trade. Luke for Leone.
Oh, Drichel's getting caught. Okay, should be fine. At this point, Drichel should just build Sky Piercer.
I think so. I think that's what he's building towards, by the way. He goes for the Elegant Gem, Glowing One, and now he's on the way to the Sky Piercer, right?
The gloves.
2-0 and 3, you see the gloves. And yeah, this isn't bad at all for TLID. The fact that most of the deaths, or actually all of it, is on Leone. The rest of the team has been doing a good job. But the fact that it was blitzed earlier, see, this is what EVOS wanted the game to look like, actually, right? They don't want the early game to go crazy for TLID, which I really think should have been a bit more likely to happen. Like 3K maybe by this point for TLID, had they controlled the first turtle earlier, because now look, we're not even going to see 3 turtles. It's just 2 turtles, and we're going to get straight Lord after this.
But even if it gets to the late game, how does that favor TLID? Oh, wait a second, Richel!
Albert just too clean with the cables. Finds a quick drive-by in the mid lane, and they will lose a structure as well top. EVOS, they have found a solution.
What was the question, Eterna?
Yeah, well, how does this favor EVOS more?
Because they have a Claude, they have a Fanny, they can split people up, right? And it's going to be very difficult for Kyo to handle these 2 guys. The fact that they also have an engage tool that in the late game will be very good. Selena with the glue, with the Gatot. They have that combo. This is a combo that I'm starting to feel like is an EVOS pattern now, because they played the Selena Gatot with the Sora yesterday. Now it's Selena Gatot with the glue. Anyways, it's just layering of CC constantly, and it's kind of like a, if we land it, you're cooked. You have to disperse, right? And when you isolate these guys, when you stop them from going for these full team fights, and when you don't have a proper backliner, it'll be tough for TLID to brawl it out because they don't know who to target. Airline has Purify, Fighter Emblem, and Festival of Blood as well, so he's fine, especially once he gets the Wind of Nature or a Winter Crown. Dritchel finally picks up the Sky Piercer there. He needs to be much more careful now.
We're on level 11. Oh, take a look at the damage he's taking. Albert finds the Mega. 2-man immobilization now forces a lot of resources spent for TLID as the Lord is already in the area. Peep the Moscow, though, still putting top. But EVOS, they have one target in mind. That's going to be the Lord. Clean one. Uh-oh, SOD land. EVOS disengaging, flickers out of danger as TLID fails to find a trade.
Man, the pickoff. You were talking about the layering of CC, and we're starting to see that, right? As soon as TLID hesitates, that pickoff really comes through in for EVOS. Albert goes in very swiftly, has the damage, has the kill pressure, and makes the playing field uneven. So right now, we do see that TLID for Kyo especially has a Swift Trinity. Hopefully that can help, especially with the Lord still on the way. As we take a look at the fun fact, we know this by Gope. Throughout his MPL Indonesia career, Glue from Luke has a 77.27% win rate from a total of 22 picks.
That's high.
That is.
That's what gave him the nickname Gluke, man. Remember Glue?
Right.
Back in Geek Fam, really good stuff, man. Always, whenever he's on the Glue. He's always very fast to pick up new heroes, man. I think the Sora is one of them as well that we saw with the Valentina. He didn't play the Sora in game 1. He played the Valentina, but he stole the Sora. Basically, was a better Sora. And yeah, EVOS are scaling up really, really well now. Kyo, he's not far behind. Actually, gold-wise, he's ahead of Erlan. So that's the winning condition for TL. They can still clear very quickly with Kyo. They can still fight with Kyo. But they gotta be careful because he didn't bring Purify. And once he uses second skill, they have no stoppers for Fanny.
Like that.
Yeah, TLID now. Oh, is this the right call? They want to fight with a Blazing Duet spent as well. Oh, they will reposition. Agatisi jumps in, doesn't really land. Rishal very low, will be taken down. And that's going to be TLID looking for a trade. They found Tricky, but TLID, do they have enough damage here? As Leone is very low and Luke is able to find the double kill. A 3-4-2 as Luke says hello.
Aww. With a crying emoji as well from Luke. 3-4-2 trade in favor of EVOS, and unfortunately Q was not as able to be in that team fight because of the early trap he was caught in. So he was caught at half health, needed to clear in the wave a little bit more to get that health back up, and at the end he also got hit by the trap again. So Triky's being a huge problem for Kyo right now. Despite the item build, despite him already reaching the Swift Trinity, if he's unable to participate in these team fights, it's still difficult for TLID to take these team fights in their favor.
Exactly, because the way they got a team fight is they still got to protect the Moskov, right? The Moskov can die, but it's situational. It's only when he has space, and it just never looks like you have space to dive here when you're up against this kind of competition, right? Just look at the position from Erland, though. A lot of improvements, and look at the targeting as well. While everybody was hitting on Leone, he was poking Kyo down, and that's why Kyo couldn't take the SOD. He would have literally just died. And the discipline, too. I think the old Erland would have just went in. He just would have chased them down, maybe even died, but he played it slow. He knows Luke's going to get the kill. He's here as the marksman, not for kills, but mainly to deal damage, right? If you want kills, that will be the Granger.
And notice the economy just slowly shift in favor of EVOS. It was initially a 1,700 gold lead, I believe, for TLID, and now it's down to 1,500, but for EVOS, and they're the ones to actually set up first. More vision as well with the traps that Tricky can allow. They know exactly where everyone is. Albert also, if he wants, can go and clear the far lane.
That's a great stun. That's AOG with the follow-up. Take a look at the damage now. TLID will try to hold on, but they barely survive. They got Albert, though. No retribution in hand. But Kevin is doing crazy work under the Lord. But EVOS, can they recover as Kyo, Drishal, and Kevin is just free hitting as EVOS. It looked good for a second, but the response from the Cavalries were better.
That's 4 members taken down. Tricky too low to even do anything. TLID have completely turned that around. Mirko, what happened?
Oh man, Kyo was free hitting the entire fight as Kevin outplayed Erland. Did Erland not use the Wind of Nature is the question I have in mind, because Erland just got bonked. Did he not expect the damage to come through like that? He just literally got stomped on, curb stomped by a big horse. Kevin, 3-0-6, holy damage. I thought that was the perfect engage from EVOS. You know, the whistle arrow landed, the AOG, and it's literally what I said earlier, you know, that combo that they can go for when the arrow hits.
No. Now the collapse is there. No purple buff for Fanny as well. Definitely hinders Albert's movements.
Holy moly.
What happened? What happened? The Lord is on the way. It's marching down the top side of the map. And remember, Selena's not the best of clear either, right? I mean, you do have Erland, but other than that,
Quite lacking. And with the Lord charging top, Albert trying to hold on. That's a stun, immobilization as well, but they will lose out on the base turret top. Now TLID having a firepower. That's gonna be a win of feature triggered. Take a look at Erland, deleted instantly. Now the 2 members of EVOS gone. The base wide open. TLID, all they need to do is just to take down the base. And ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes ago, EVOS, they were looking great. But one moment changed it all.
literally